Hey, we're going to give you some highlights of Fidalgo Island and Anacortes in northwest Washington, and you're not going to believe where we camped.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very unique place, pretty cool, so stick around. And I'm going to go through and show about a water leak we had that you could end up with also at your place. I'm also going to follow up with some tools that you might like to take in your RV.
Wake up, honey.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
God, we started out with the visit over Deception Pass. I mean, that's Deception Pass is like the #1 most scenic location in Washington State.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing, the views.
We had people down there waving from a tour boat at us. We were the
Yeah,
only
they
ones
were
out
about
there.
that big,
Yeah.
just tiny.
So we were kind of early to get out there, so we knew they were waving at us. We waved, and they waved back. It was kind of cool, and they were way down there. Anyway.
But yeah, you'll have to go check it out. The bridges are amazing, and then you can go down to the beaches and stuff down there too, Rosario Beach and stuff.
Cool rocks.
It's just beautiful, yeah.
Holland Days, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about it till Melissa told us about it, our daughter-in-law. And so it's like, hey, why not? It was kind of cold and windy, but so we went down there with her and Avery and wandered around, and that was a lot of fun.
Had some yummies. Loved the part where she was playing with the rubber duckies in the pond. she kept handing them up to Grandma, and Grandma, as soon as she turned away, Grandma would throw them back in the water without her knowing.
You can only hold on to so many, and then you got to put some back.
On the other side of the road was a refinery, and very
All the lights
kind of industrial,
and
and it was beautiful at night. Just all of the lights, and they had some big tanks, and you'd see the ships come in and unload oil. We'd hear the horn and across the water, and then on our side, it was just the bay and Anacortes off in the distance.
Yeah.
And That was so cool.
So while we were there, we took the electric bikes because it's like, okay, Anacortes. It was about, I think, 4 miles on the bikes, and they had this really cool. It was a long bridge that went over the bay, and they had a whole trail along there that you could ride. So we finally decided, okay, this is the day we're going to do it. It's fairly good weather. Well, it was fairly good till we wanted to come home, and and it was kind of rainy, and we were hurrying really fast.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
We
awesome. Had amazing clam chowder.
Phenomenal.
I think it was Bob's or something.
Oh,
but yeah,
it was good. Best clam chowder I've had. And we had we're sitting here working away, and we're watching out the window, and we're seeing these two big geese that are hanging around each other, the whole time much of the time we were there. Yeah. And they're like one would kind of perch up on the restroom roof, and even landed up on the back of the RV right above us. One time we could hear it come in and kind of like crash. Yeah, but that was awesome.
Let's see. I know where we were parked at. There were only 2 other RVs there, and he found oysters. He brought us some oysters. Oh my gosh, I have never seen oysters that huge. They were. The one was like bigger than my hand. It was so big.
The inside was like huge.
Yeah, they were really good if you like oysters. But yeah. they were really good.
It was a guy that trained Chris years ago. Chris, his family visited, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's
Lynn.
That's Lynn." We went over, got to meet him, and later he brought those to us.
So that was pretty cool.
That was really awesome, and just simply having them with us, coming over for being able to cook up campfire and having hot dogs and hamburgers.
Chris, and Melissa, and all the kids came.
S'mores.
That was fun, and we got to go visit them. I felt bad we only got to be there for a week, and didn't get to spend near enough time with them, but
it was still awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, going out on some dates with Chris and Melissa, that was really cool. Went to the movies, and then the grandsons got to try out the electric bikes and go out in the boonies.
Yeah.
Aiden was like, wow.
Yeah, we actually saw a smile on Tanner's face.
Yeah, it brought a smile to Tanner's face.
He's 18 and he's pretty cool.
Melissa gave you a Mother's Day gift?
For Mother's Day. Okay. Melissa does these amazing embroidery things, and she's made several gifts, and she's made several things for her and for her family and stuff, and I'm always like, I want one. But I never said anything. Thank you, Melissa. I love it. It's so gorgeous.
What you doing, Matt? What you doing? there we go. Oh, he got it out. He got. Oh, and he ran for it. Must have dropped it. Oh, he's out.
Woohoo! Okay, so we're up.
So everybody has their method of encouraging you to ring the bell or click the subscribe button. And one of our favorites has been a guy that says he's going to give you a punishment, and he'll call out this punishment. And it's been pretty fun and interactive, and we're going to follow that same kind of a flow. And by the way, if you know who I'm talking about, put something in the comments and let us know who you think it is, and we'll let you know if you're right. But we're going to give you 10 times the punishment. Whatever it is we cast out to you for not subscribing or ringing the bell, it's going to be 10 times that. So, seeing we had rain follow us for so long through Washington State, we're going to go through and cast upon you your punishment of 10 days of rain tracking your RV down. So you don't want that, so subscribe and ring the bell.
Well, yeah, I want pizza sauce. I just don't want to flood it. So, yeah, that's more than I should have got. Dang it. I was thinking about that bigger one. Last time I put 3 on, but it was a big tortilla. So, oh wow. Not bad. Those. Rice. Cuatro. This is for my Mexican grandkids. See this?
Cinco.
Oops, I lost count. I knew.
Cheese.
Cheese. I got the cheese done. Why is it only half as much though? Maybe because
Probably because you ate it.
I might have eaten it.
The more you eat, the less you get on your pizza.
Is that how it works? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you ate some of it, so I mean, it's going to be a little short here. Looks like.
I think we'll be good. Now just turn that paper upside down on top of there. Set it in the pan. Yep. Now just turn it upside down.
And burn the paper?
No, it doesn't burn the paper. It just heats it up, helps that cheese melt. And we'll check it here like in a minute. You can let all that steam out now. Well, the heat. Just let the heat out. Let's go start over. Now you're going to burn it. So this is dessert too, then you've got over here. And the red hot pork rinds are part of that dessert, right? You just let the heat out again, didn't you?
Still not quite.
It will be short.
Yeah, Janet found water the other day leaking just right down in along here. Just it puddled. Make sure you don't have any obvious areas of water coming out. And that would be along this seal, okay? Is it leaking? And that's exactly what it was. And now how do you find out? Is after this occurs, come along in and wipe along here because water rolls downhill. You're going to wipe along this area to see if you feel water that went from here down to here. That's exactly what we found. Back in the back here, I think it was just that little crack right there needed it. But I'm pulling out the silicone from here, where kind of the slot, drain slots are that drain the water back into the shower, back to here in the corner. Not that big of a deal.
Just one of the little maintenance things you have to do on a home even sometimes. These are what I'm using. These are trim tools that you use like if you want to pull off panels, things in a car to work on your dash, doors, things like that. They're plastic. They don't, ding things up because you don't want to use a screwdriver on your not porcelain, but the fiberglass gel coating. It'll scratch that up. So I like these GE products, and there's some other good silicones out there, but I like the tubes they come in. They're small. This is just the 2.8 ounce. You can put it in a small area like this and have what you need for maintenance. But I was able to put in a small tray. So while I'm here, I'll go ahead and maybe share what I've done for tips and things. But I do have like a drawer just for hammers and stuff like that. But I don't have as much for tools to be able to take with me. I do have two wrench sets for metric and some ratcheting ones. And I've had to kind of put a few other tools in there. I just took some of that material that you would put on your floor and has the kind of a puzzle pieces. I took just some of that, cut it out so I could set things in here, and so they didn't just go loose all over while you're driving down the road. And and then I have kind of a loose drawer with just some of the things that you just can't fit into those things. My meter and some of that. Here's my goodie drawer. This is my go-to drawer for a lot. Man, I'm sorry, this is blurry. So this is my SAE drawer, 2 sets of wrenches, again, that you want to have. And there you go. So this is my fasteners, my drill bits, some of that stuff. And then just some loose things, a motorbike charger, a Dremel, extra gloves, zip ties, Dremel parts, just some of that kind of things that you need. Had to replace a window screen the other day where the first trip we ended up with a motorbike issue, didn't get tied down as good as we thought, came loose, and it took out that window screen, punched a hole in it, and so I had to replace that. Luckily it wasn't a window. And then I keep, this one actually belongs on that side, more of the Phillips and stuff, and over on this side, regular, and it's just mixed in a lot of things because I just don't have the space for everything that I would like to keep, like to have separated out. But it works well, and a little bit of a workbench.
Will you stop touching me? Well, she's touching me. Yeah, but she touched me first. I didn't touch her. Somebody touched her.
So she thinks you ought to put it on SharePoint, huh?
I don't have access to do that. She's going to put it on SharePoint.
Yeah.
And then send me a link.
Sounds like something I suggested when you start doing it.
How long have you been working for this company?
Told you so.
How many years have you been working for this company? 23?
If you need to share a document, that's the best way. Just put it on SharePoint.
It changes every week. Twice a week.
I know you can't say you're right, but I told you so. Especially when she's the one that's saying, hey, maybe we should put it on SharePoint.
I don't know anything about it.
I understand. I agree. That's not my point. My point was
that you were right and I was wrong. And I'm going, and how am I supposed to know that I'm wrong?
Trust. When I tell you you're wrong. Oh. I guess I don't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare do that.
Really? Really? Really, Scott?
Uh-oh. We'll go back to the advice I give at new weddings. I like to recommend to them to say, you know what, honey, I think this, but you're probably right. It's lunchtime. I hear your alarm going off.
It is lunchtime, or it's 5 minutes to lunchtime. Hi, we're going to give you. That sounds dumb.
That's all right. We're going to give it to you.
No. Hey, we're going to give you
That's
highlights.
bloopers, isn't it?
Okay, this is supposed to only be take 3. That's all you can get.
Okay.
Hi, we're going to give you.
My point is, we're not wasting this.
No.
Take 4.
And they have this really cool, it's a long bridge that went over the bay, and they had a whole trail along there that you could ride, and
Get my face up. You got me back. Sorry. Go ahead.
this is why you need a selfie stick or something.
Yeah, you're doing really good though.
Yeah, I had to prop my arms up.
You don't have any problem with that getting old and jittery hand.
No, it's just when my husband goes, oh. Anyway,
we'll put up. What's that?
You do that every time you do that. Then it.
I bump you.
Yes. No.
Sorry. Cool. That's pretty good.
Anything else? You sure?
I think so.
Positive?
That's it for now.
Okay. That's it. That's us. Adios. And we're out.